When we last left this group of students at Penn State, they were hard at work at the design and construction stages of Morningstar, the school's entry into the Solar Decathlon, a worldwide competition among college students' ability to build a home that runs 100% off of solar power. NECA's Electra International Foundation is a sponsor of Penn State's entry. Now the work is done, and the Morningstar was on display recently on the National Mall, along with 19 other entries. Collectively, this solar village is more than just an extravagant show and tell. The idea is to promote the solar industry and to get people in step with the notion that the future is limitless where solar power is concerned.
Well, what we're trying to present is that there is an alternative to the energy demands today. There is population growth going on. There is a demand for energy that we aren't going to be able to meet. We do have to increase the amount of power plants that we have going on. What we're trying to present is the alternative energies through solar power, that this can happen, that the average consumer can have a solar power home, and that it will start to be the dawning of a new era within the United States and possibly the world.
It is at the Morningstar where knowledge meets innovation, and these students were, quite understandably, all too happy to show off their ideas.
So we actually have 2 active systems and 1 passive system. And the first active system I'll tell you about are actually the AC panels that we have on the roof. They look like just any other AC panel that you've seen in the competition. These are BP solar panels. They are getting 8 kilowatts of power. Most of it is on a fixed array, but some of it's on an adjustable array. And with this adjustable array, what we wanted to show is that even in those colder climates like Pennsylvania, you can get that useful energy from the sun and implement solar technologies. So it's not for those hot places like Arizona, sunny places, that we can really put in solar technology. We really wanted to show that from any region that you're from, solar technology might be an option for them. The other active system that we have are our DC solar slates. So it's the exact technology that's on the roof, but we decided to put them on shingles and put them on the side of the home. So in that, we're showing, hey, why not get solar energy from other places? It doesn't just need to be on the roof. We can collect it here, and we're actually getting some peak energy while the sun comes up and while it goes down.
As you might imagine, energy conservation is as important as the ability to generate power itself, and the Penn State team was able to put some great ideas into practice.
It's a very open plan. This wall behind you here is actually movable. So we're really looking at 800 square feet, not very big, but how you can maximize the amount of usage out of the space that you have available. Having small spaces means you use less energy. So it is good, but to maximize the amount of space that you can use is also a really nifty idea. The south wall here that you see is designed as a very passive element of the home. We really want people to understand that you can get energy from your roof and your PVs and your technology, but we also want them to understand that they can directly influence the amount of energy that they're getting in from their home based on just natural resources, daily sunlight that comes into the home, and even natural ventilation through the breezeway. So one thing that we find really, that is one of our nifty little ideas, is the milk bottle shelf that you can see here. And it actually slides in front of the windows, and the idea is, right now we're using it as a light diffusing element, but when we get back to Penn State, we want to fill them with thermal liquids of different sorts, really research what liquids or what materials would be best to harvest heat during the day in front of the window, and then slide it back across and radiate that heat back out at night.
As Morningstar moved from the planning stages to reality, the work was done under the watchful eye of the NECA IBEW team, who were ready to lend a little expertise when asked.
We were able to tap several NECA contractors to help us out with the project. Truland Systems down here in Washington, D.C. Supplied us with a fleet of really terrific electricians that worked hand in hand with our students to get the systems up and running and commissioned. It was the first solar system that those guys had ever installed, and they really had a lot of fun. And to see the smiles on their faces, between the Truland guys and our students were equally as bright when the system came online and we started making solar power. It's really exciting.
Long after the competition is over, the Morningstar will find its place on the Penn State campus, where it will be utilized as an educational outreach center and for further research. Oh yeah, and one more thing. The Penn State team, in their first ever entry into the competition, placed 4th overall out of 20 entries. So congratulations to everyone involved. Coming up next, it's News and Notes time here on ElectricTV.
I don't know how to get electricity to the 200 workstations that are going into my new office building. I don't know how to supply the power to the lighting, security, and fire systems that will be inside, much less how to program the computers that will operate them. I just know I need it done on time and on budget and by people who know what they're doing. I just know I need a NECA contractor in charge of the prints and IBEW electricians wearing the tools.
The IBEW NECA team